Today's topic: wasps. Insects are the most diverse, successful and abundant forms of life on Earth, and they are everywhere around us. However, we still don't know much about them, like the mysterious metamorphosis. Also, they don't fit in Darwin's evolution theory. They relate more to intelligent design or programming. The more we study them, the more we enter into a world which is full of wonders and surprises. My name is Rolf. I'm an enthusiastic amateur entomologist. Today, we are going to talk about the diversity of wasps and take a look at my collection. At the beginning, I would like to show you some families of the Hymenopteras, just to show you how diverse this order is. There are over 150,000 species worldwide. They have one thing in common, that they usually have two pairs of wings, front ones larger ones. Females have a sting and a venom gland. They lay eggs and undergo a complete metamorphosis. They are also famous for their sophisticated forms of brood care and how they build their nests. These are indeed architectural masterpieces, and I will show you later some beautiful nests of Vespa and potter wasps. Let's first start with the spider and digger wasps, Pompilidae and Spetzidae. Some of the genus Pepsis are really big, but lucky for us, they live a solitary life. How can I describe a spider wasp? Well, long legs, strong prothorax as they use their front legs to dig. Body is slim, mostly long wings and antennae. Some have fantastic metallic reflection on their wings. Look and compare the size with the horned Vespa crabbo with Pepsi Hero. All spider wasps have a stinging argument against tarantulas. This box shows this in a dramatic way. She immobilized the victim by parasitizing them. The wasp first injects the spider with medicine to put it to sleep, and then deposit its eggs in it. When the Pepsi hatch, it eats the spider, but sparing the important organs so that it has fresh food until the spider dies. After 5 instars, the larva spins a cocoon and pupates. Adults, however, feed on nectar and specific plants. There's also an interesting fact. The size of the prey can affect whether a female or a male wasp develops. Many Hymenopteras can decide the gender of their offspring. They are more advanced than us. Scolidae or mammoth wasps. The female of this family hunts the larvae of various beetles. With strong mandibles and legs, they dig to find the larvae up to 1 meter in the ground and eject the egg into the larvae. Many scolies were exported abroad to get rid of beetle pests. They can be recognized by the curated wingtips. Most Scolidae are really impressive. The abdomen is often hairy and with beautiful yellow stripes. Even big and looking scary, they cannot sting badly. But 560 species are worldwide. The females are larger and have shorter antennae. I've spotted a lot more males than females. Here in Thailand, they hunt larvae of stag and rhino beetles like this one. I start from the right side. Megascolia. They are all from Thailand. You see, females are bigger. They fly about 1 to 2 meters above the ground. In the middle, we have a really big guy from Africa. It seems that the beetles are really big there that she hunts. There are also small Scolidae. One comes from Switzerland of the genus Scolia. The others come from Turkey, Elba, Tunisia and Thailand. On the left, they came from Italy and France. On the top, these two are from North Borneo, and other 2 species come from Russia. Mostly they are in areas found with warm or hot climates. This box contains the largest paper wasps, the hornets or Vespa. The larvae feed on insects. The adult wasps feed on nectar or juice from the fruits. The genus Vespa counts only 23 species. Some are presented here. A really fascinating fact about paper wasp is that some species remember other individuals by their facial drawings. I start from left to right. Vespa crabro. The queen is up to 35 mm long and can live up to 1 year old. Workers are 18 to 25 mm and only live 2 to 6 weeks. At night, they are also very busy in their nest. Up to 700 individuals live in it. They live in the northern hemisphere, from Japan to Europe. In Japan, the people collect the nests of Vespa and Vespula and eat larvae and pupa. Today it is more of tradition than the hunger. They look for nests, feed them with chicken or liver for several months, and this makes the nest about twice as big, so more food. Vespa crabra was successfully colonized in the USA in the 19th century as they helped to control other insects. This is Vespa orientalis. I found them in Turkey. Vespa velontina are widespread in Asia, but recently also found in France. Vespa mandarinia, the largest hornet. They build their nest underground. Their sting length is 6.35 mm. Very painful when you got stung, and many people are even killed because the poison is so strong. This is a queen with her husband and a worker. They are found in Asia, but also landed in the USA, worrying for beekeepers. You will understand this if you compare the Vespa mandarinia size to bees. They attack and kill bees for future queens in need of protein. If they attack, European bees have no chance, but Asiatic bees have a marvelous survival strategy. When a hornet comes in the beehive, they attack together and form a ball around the wasp. Then they shake their bodies to heat up to 47 degrees, too hot for the hornet, and he collapses. The bee's own resistance is up to 48 degrees, only 1 degree difference. This is also one example about many which shows that it is too complex to be the result of natural process and requires programming. By the way, bees, did you know that there are 20,000 species of bees worldwide, but only 44 produce honey? So, be kind to them, don't use chemical pesticides, let it be. Vespa affinis. Later, I'll show you a huge nest that they build in the trees. Vespa affinis has a larger stripe on the abdomen than Tropica, and they are a little smaller, but still they have a strong poison. This pair is not a true hornet, even they call it that. It is a yellow-jacket wasp from North America, Dolicula vespula. Unfortunately, they lost their white color after I pinned them up. I learned from entomologists how to prevent this. Vespa mandarinia also loses its colors after death, but they cut off the abdomen, take out the guts, fill them up with cotton, and glue the pieces back together. This prevents it from getting rotten from the inside, and the color remains. Vespa analis sizes range from 20 to 30 mm and are extremely variable in color and pattern. In areas where Vespa mandarinia also lives, they resemble the color of the dangerous Vespa mandarinia. Amazing, isn't it? Vespa soror looks very similar, but I don't have it in my collection yet. It is also very interesting that the local bees put animal dung of cows and other animals in front of the bee entrance hives. Seems like the smell repels the hornet and the honey cannot be smelled, which leads them to the beehive. Vespa tropica, widely spread in Southeast Asia, similar to Vespa affinis, but a bit bigger, and they build a nest underground. Vespa affinis in the tree. I found both species do not attack groundlessly and are peaceful, knowing that they have a strong poison for defense. I found this huge black hornet in the Philippines. I haven't been able to identify it yet. As promised, I'm going to show you a huge nest made by affinis. The nest is about 50 cm in wide and long, 70 cm high. For a tip, the fire brigade in Thailand took it from a tree for me. Old nests never resettle, so there was no danger. In tropical countries, the nests are not limited to a life cycle of 1 year. They live in the same nest for 2 years or more. In addition, up to 8 queens live together. This also extends the life of the colony's span. They build nests from finely chewed wood mixed with saliva. This material is water repellent. In the saliva of the wasp is a liquid with water repellent material. Heavy rains. We have a lot in Thailand. No problem. Sometimes I go to schools and give a lecture on insects, and I ask the question, who was the first paper maker? Egyptians, papyrus, 5,000 years ago, they answer. Fine, I reply, but do you know, compared to the paper wasps, they were the first ones. The oldest social nest was found in Utah, USA, and is about 70 million years old. So, who is more advanced? Here are more nests. Every one is a masterpiece. They came from many parts of the world. This one is from Peru, along with the wasps that build it. A really unique nest. In this small box, I home paper wasp nest mostly together with the wasps that build it. One nest, however, I have no idea who built it. I found it on a tree. The wasp already left it. It's very thin and fragile. I covered this and actually all of my nests with hairspray to harden them. In the end, I want to show you another fascinating family, the potter wasps. They belong to the Waspidae family. About 200 genera, 4,500 species are known, and all of them are predators. You can recognize them by the abdomen, which looks like a church bell. The material of the nest is mud, made of a mixture of soil, water and saliva, and they shape this mixture into tiny pots. After some hours, they are already hard and dry. They build their own building material like humans. In this box, mainly delta potter wasps are shown. They are very diverse in nest buildings, and all of them are fantastic pot makers. Look how they do it. The nests are small clay pots. Many believe that our ancestors learned to make pots from these wasps. In northeast Thailand, there is a museum called Ban Chiang. They display clay pots that people made 5,000 years ago. It is one of the oldest pottery manufacturers in the world. The oldest potter wasp nest they found is from the Carbon Age, 70 million years ago. Again, who is more advanced? Before the wasp seals the pot, they put spiders and caterpillars in it. Then they put their eggs in the prey and seal the pots as shown here. Some pottery nests can get very large, for example like this one. If I keep the nest and wait for the potter wasp to hatch, sometimes as a surprise, it's not a potter hatching, but an emerald wasp. That happened in this nest. These bright metallic green or blue tiny wasps parasitize the larvae of the potter wasps as prey. They can't sting when in danger, but they curl up like a ball and pull in their legs and antennas. The abdomen is hollowed out for this action. In a second, they snap in like a Swiss Army knife and are well protected. In addition, the exoskeleton is extremely hard. Around 3,000 species are known worldwide. Those are called cuckoo's wasps, a matching name. Thank you for watching and hope it was of interest to you. If you like beetles, butterflies or moths, please have a look at my other YouTube movies too. Goodbye and God bless you.